Would you like me to show you how to find an automated passive business idea to make $1,000 a month initially, because it could be more, then execute on it? So this is episode of 1 of 3. I'm doing something different with you today. I hope your curious mind wants to know how to make $1,000 a month passively. And the reason this came about is so I was at this Niagara on the Lake girls getaway weekend on the August long weekends. And today's Tuesday. I just got back. And a lot of my friends that I was with were either teachers or healthcare workers or even retired teachers or healthcare workers. And they were asking, Maria, how can I online use what I know and some of the expertise I have and make even just $1,000 extra a month? And so I got to thinking when I got home, like, all right, how can I help like one of my friends do that? Now, this is the process I'm going to walk you through step by step. And what I want you to do is think about you yourself, or if you don't have an expertise, how could you maybe joint venture with someone else who does so that you could start to create a $1,000 automated income stream, whether it be digital marketing, whether it be creating a micro software application, which is really hot and actually easy to do right now, which I'm going to show you. So if you can just give me the next 10 minutes of your time, I'm going to walk you through how to find an automated passive business idea to make 1,000 a month initially, because it can be a lot more, then execute on it. And when I say a lot more, I'm not kidding. Like when I've helped my nephew create a company within a year and a half from scratch, he and his friend were able to sell it for over $1 million. So there's lots of opportunity here, and I want you to pay attention. So this is episode 1 of 3 because I want to just give it to you in short segments to see if this format is cool and that you like it. So this is a little different than what I normally do. Please let me know by commenting below if this is something you are getting value out of and that you're going to actually go do and take action on. So first things first. What I want to impress upon you is that there's really kind of 3 things that you can do yourself that I'm going to do right now and show you what I did with these 3 things. So number 1, I want you to think of yourself as being a roving reporter, because maybe you don't know what's going to make money right now, or what's the best way to focus your time, energy, and maybe capital on creating something online that's going to make you some money. So my example is I kind of considered myself a roving reporter. I watch other people's YouTube videos, and I saw a YouTube video on micro SaaS ideas. All right. So it was a phenomenal video. And I went, oh my God, yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe I could help my friend Siobhan create a micro SaaS, software application as a service app, that maybe she charges $5 or $10 a month. And, all she needs to do is therefore not sell that many to get to 1,000 a month. And number 2 is my expertise or others solving one pain. The number 2 pillar is always, this is a formula for success no matter where you are. If you want to get into the black, right, and start growing your company, right, with lots of dineros, is you want to focus on solving a pain that's out there already in the marketplace, right? And using the expertise that you know how to do, or your friends have. In this case, my friend Siobhan, I'm going to show you the exact AI prompt I'm going to use. She has made her career in helping a lot of children and teenagers and college students who have anxiety or ADHD or some kind of learning disability or differences be successful in their schooling, their exams, their tests, and moving forward as well in life, essentially. So these are 3 pillars I'm talking about. Now, the most important one is also, third one, leveraging AI, because you know what? It's middle of 2025 now. Why wouldn't I be talking about how to leverage artificial intelligence? Because that's then what's going to get you into that sweet spot, right? The golden sweet spot of all 3 meeting here, which is going to make you a lot of money. That's supposed to signify a lot of money, by the way. All right. So, and I'm going to show you how to leverage AI to basically say $5,000 plus. Like when I used to work for Price Waterhouse or Deloitte Touche or Computer Sciences Corporation, these Fortune 500 companies, we would have to pay or invest at least $5,000, maybe $50,000 in a lot of market research reports. But now with AI, it can be done in seconds. All right. So we're going to research, plan, and then build. If you want to follow along to see if I can make my friend $1,000 automated, passive, profitable months, then follow along and also maybe do these steps yourselves. Now, I will say nothing's totally automated or passive from the get-go. You have to do the work up front first. So this is kind of the work up front first that we're doing. But I'm going to limit myself to a couple constraints here. So constraint number 1 is that whatever I build, all right, whatever I build here is that I want it to also be semi-passive, right? So once it's built, then money can still keep coming in. So that's why I like the idea of a subscription business, because once you acquire a customer, say if we acquire 100 customers paying $10 a pop, so that's $1,000, then you don't have to work so hard the 2nd, 3rd, 4th month. I know there's monthly churn, of course, of anything, but the point is that once you capture a customer, you can sell them other stuff as well. But then, you can have some predictable money coming in, so semi-passive. And another example of this could be creating what I call mini ATMs, which are basically like this video here, YouTube videos, right? Because once you post a YouTube video on social media, it stays there and someone can watch it today, someone can watch it 10 months from now, 10 days from now, 10 years from now, and you can still make money from it. So that's what I love about it, because you create the asset once and you're harvesting it and it's making more money. So hopefully by now you're also wondering what that second constraint can be. The second constraint is that this is what's interesting. It's not going to be, because I want to show you how you can do it if you're not the expert. I don't have any expertise in this area. So the second constraint is that I gotta be kind of joint venturing, if you will, with someone else's knowledge. So JV with someone else's knowledge. Okay. I think that's really important because a lot of you might be thinking, oh, if I really know how to do this, Maria, or I don't know quite yet what I can offer, but my gosh, my friend is an expert in this and I could help her or him make a lot of money. And so with their knowledge. So I just wanted to say that. So that's the two constraints, right? There, I could say there could be a third constraint that I'm going to use AI to create the app, right? And someone else's knowledge. So so maybe I'll just say that. The third constraint, I'll just put that is utilize AI. AI. And again, if you're still watching, let me know that you're still interested in this and just comment AI so I know that this particular video is resonating with you and then I can create more of these. So if you're still watching in this video, just comment AI below so I know. All right. So these are the three constraints. We got to utilize AI. All right. So first things first. I want to, before I show you the prompt, and I'm just going to include the prompt below that you could enter yourself as well, that can make you a lot of money, is three things first to answer. So the first thing to answer is there demand? So we got to make sure that whatever product we want to make online, whether it be a digital product, ebook, or what have you, that there's demand, right? So that's the first thing is you want to just make sure that there's demand for it and that there's a problem of many. So for instance, if you want to help people figure out how to grow purple frogs, there's not that many people that would want to learn that. So you're not going to make a lot of money, even though it might be the best product in the world about how to create purple frogs. All right. But a problem could be that's in demand of many is, how to release 10 pounds of weight in 2 months. How do you get rid of 10 pounds in 2 months without exercising every damn day? That is huge, right? That's a huge problem of demand. And also, in case you're not sure, we could also go to ChatGPT or Claude and ask, hey, is this a problem of many, right? We could also use something called Manus AI, which is something I'll just show you as well. And then also you could also research Amazon or the Facebook ads library. I'm going to come back to this in a minute, the Facebook ads library, because it's absolutely free. I don't know if you're aware of this, but there's so many ways to do research online if something will be your minimum viable product and let you know if it works. All right. Number two, we're going to make sure it's a problem people will pay for. So are things already being sold? And that's why I like Facebook ads library, because as people are spending money already on ads and sending them to a sales page where people are buying something, then there's demand for it. And then three, most importantly, is it doable? Doable, not just for yourself to create, right? Because we don't want to make you a NASA rocket scientist and you got to go get years and years of education to be able to do it. Can you create this literally in a weekend, right? Or maybe in 4 hours or less, which is my goal. If you stay till episode 3, I'm going to actually create the actual product, digital product or micro software that will take less than 4 hours, maybe even just 1 hour. I can create it, but I'll have to make sure all the right planning and research is done first. So is it doable? Also doable as in the person you're selling to, does the person think that they can do it, right? So is it doable? Make a minimum viable product. So first things first, let's tackle demand and problem. People will pay for it. And then episode 2, we'll talk about doable. Okay. And before I forget, there's just 3 quotes that always motivate me that I want to impart upon you, and hopefully it motivates you. One of my good friends, Jason Fladlin, he's known as the $500 million webinar guy. His famous quote when I used to do a lot of challenges and joint ventures with him is like, just get it going, then get it right. So you just want to take action and then you can improve it upon time. That's kind of a constraint as well that I'm taking into this. Second, the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing, by Walt Disney. I love Walt Disney. He's the greatest entrepreneur, one of the greatest entrepreneurs of our time and creators. And what better quote to listen to is the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. And then because I am a faith-based entrepreneur and woman, that Habakkuk 2:2, God said, when write the vision, make it plain on tablets so that he may run who reads it. So write the vision. I want to be clear on that. Write the vision. So with vision, then we have clarity. All right. So that's why we're kind of working on the plan first, right? So how do we get started with a plan? Well, first of all, let's use AI, right? So here's the AI prompt that I was mentioning. And again, I'll include this in the bottom. But first I'm saying you are a startup microSaaS expert. So I'm giving this ChatGPT, or actually I'm going to use Claude for this, a role, right? So that's their role. Then they know what the AI knows what role to use, the learning language model. Then I'm giving it a task. Can you give me some profitable microSaaS ideas for combining my expertise? In this case, it's my friend Yvonne, in helping kids, I should say in high school, excuse my grammar, kids in high school and college, kids with ADHD and other learning disabilities. So that's the AI prompt. So you ready for me to go to the AI prompt, or should I wait for episode 2? 3, 2, 1. Let's show you. Okay. Instead of making you wait, I went to Claude in this instance just to show you. I'm using a free plan of Claude AI, CLAUDE.ai. And in Claude AI, I just cut and pasted that in here. I hope you can see it okay. So I just said, you are a startup microSaaS expert. Can you give me some profitable microSaaS ideas for combining my expertise in helping kids in high school and college, kids with ADHD and other learning disabilities? And look, I even had spelling errors, but AI will figure it out what you're asking. Okay. So then it gave me here are some micro profitable SaaS ideas. that leverages your expertise of ADHD and learning disabilities for students. Please note, I am not an expert in that, but my friend is. So here's where I'm leveraging not only AI, but someone else's expertise to create something that could be something beautiful and also help a lot of people. So here, it gives me lots of ideas. Study and organizational tools, ADHD study session manager, assignment breakdown assistant, a tool that takes large assignments and automatically breaks them into smaller manageable tasks with suggested timelines, perfect for executive function challenges common in ADHD, a visual schedule builder, drop and drag interface for creating color-coded daily, weekly schedules with built-in buffer time, integrates with phone notifications, academic support platforms, accommodation tracker, note-taking assistant for AI-powered tool that converts lecture recordings or live audio into structured highlighted notes, optimizing for different learning styles, visual, auditory, kinesthetic, test anxiety companion. So that's what got me. Like all these are great ideas, by the way, but you also got to go a little bit with your gut as well. And also I did text my friend Siobhan after I got home and did a little bit of this research. I texted her, I said, here's a couple of ideas. I'm liking the text anxiety companion the best. And also, I also like the hyper focus session planner because it also gives you some other ideas. Dopamine task gamifier, turn mundane academic tasks into achievement based games of instant rewards, streaks, and level ups to work with ADHD brain chemistry. I do like that idea, but I felt in the principle of, and this is really important for you to see my brain, how I'm thinking about this, because I've created many multi-million dollar businesses, right? Or helped my clients build multi-million dollar businesses, that I also wanted further constraint. Remember that I wanted it to be doable, right? I wanted things to, whatever we end up creating, I wanted it to absolutely be doable. All right. So I kind of felt, well, I want to limit myself to on $100 of startup capital to do this, meaning my subscriptions to the AI that I will use, the artificial intelligence platform that I will use to actually create this digital product or microSaaS app. So I kind of figured this dopamine task gamifier is a little too above my pay grade on what I know about AI. And I don't want to hire some other people to do it, even though I could. So that's why this really interested us the most. So text anxiety companion. So look what I then said. These two interest me the most. I said text anxiety companion and dopamine task gamifier. And then excellent choices. Both tap into neurological needs of ADHD LD students. Let me break down each one. So it broke it down into minimum viable product features, right? Test anxiety companion, pre-exam countdown with anxiety level tracking, guided breathing exercises like box breathing or 4-7-8 technique, personal affirmation library students can customize, confidence builder, track small steady wins, emergency calm down tools for panic moments, revenue model. It gives me the revenue model. How cool is that? $4.99 a month or $39 a year. Target market 40 million plus students with test anxiety. Validation, survey students about current coping methods, test prototype with your existing clients. Now we're going to skip over this since I'm not going to do that one. But I then went down to the anxiety one. And it even asked me which feels more aligned with problems you see daily. And it even tells me the anxiety tool might be faster for user acquisition, but the gamifier could be better retention, word of mouth growth. So you see how that plays in it. AI is kind of being my coach, my kind of board of advisors, if you will, for this new venture. So I said I like the test anxiety one, and it already gives me a launch strategy. So, but before I do that, this is leading into now episode 2. It's kind of a teaser into episode 2. So make sure you subscribe. I do want to end this on a couple of things. There's more than just this launch strategy to do because I just can't go by what this says. I got to also use HI, human intelligence as well. So I'm going to meet with Siobhan, right? We're going to go over what we have here already with AI, and then we're going to come up with a plan. And I can tell you what the first plan is to create a minimal viable product of this test anxiety companion. And the initial goal, because I always go by goals, because once you are on track and having fun in the process of meeting those goals, then it's going to help you kind of create momentum, get feedback from other people, and therefore scale your business and make more money. And that goal is to get your first 3 testimonials. So that means we need at least 10 students to kind of test this, right? And so if I come back here now, and we're leading into episode 2 here, is that we've kind of achieved the, if I were kind of to do some check marks here, we've kind of achieved the Roving Reporter. And I want you to put yourself in the shoes of a roving reporter for what could help you. Comment below what some of your ideas are. I will read those comments and get back to you on it. Number 2, I've also built in not my expertise, but my friend's expertise. And it was based on the story of our little mini vacation girls getaway weekend and the pain that she had. How can I make $1,000 almost passively, Maria, online with my expertise, right? And then we're also solving one pain about the teens and anxiety. And I even asked, this is Manus.im. I even asked, what is the total addressable market of me creating a micro SaaS app helping teens with ADHD or anxiety when it comes to preparing for their test exams? And Manus already came back and answered me about the potential market size because I want to make sure this is a big market. And there are approximately 1.3 billion adolescents aged 10 to 19 in the world. The number is expected to continue to rise, especially in low and middle income countries. Prevalence of ADHD and anxiety in teenagers. So an estimated 31.9% of adolescents have an anxiety disorder. This percentage is higher in females than in males. And globally, the prevalence of ADHD in children and adolescents is estimated about 7.2 to 8%. In the US, about 15.5% of adolescents between the ages 12 and 17 have been diagnosed with ADHD. So this is a huge market. The market size for ADHD and anxiety treatment The global market for ADHD therapeutics was valued at 25.05 billion in 2024 and is projected to reach 45.51 billion by 2034. So in 10 years, it's almost going to double in size. So this is absolutely all the green light indicators for us to proceed with this. And then it talks about ed tech spending and calculating the total addressable market. Number of teenagers with anxiety, 1.3 billion. And number of teenagers with ADHD, another 1.3 billion, then times 7.2%. Sorry. So 414 million, 93.6 million. So total potential users, 508.3 million. So if I'm only wanting initially to get 100 sales at $10 a month, that's not much, right? And remember, I'm going to be selling to the parents because maybe you might be thinking, well, wait, can you actually make money with this? And yes, I'm going to sell to the parents to buy this for them. And to show proof, I mentioned the Facebook ads library. I searched for ADHD. I found this company called Strategic Planning that's advertising online. Tons of ADHD stuff. Like they have tons of ads running that shows that, hey, someone's making money as well. And parents are buying ADHD products. Like look at the ad details here. The heartbreaking consequence of ignoring your child's ADHD. Their daughter had ADHD, so the kind of story-based ad. And this is totally focused on targeting the parents, not the teenagers to buy. ADHD parenting, try these strategies. When you click learn more, it'll go to a product they're selling here. In this case, is for, I believe, $28. And then once they buy that, I'm sure there's other things that they sell to them. So for instance, there's another product here that the same company sells and does ads for, kind of a no yelling challenge. So this 5-minute daily habit to get your kids to stop defying misbehaving. So clearly there's a huge market for this because this company also has been advertising for a very long time. Like if I were to go further down, scroll down, I could still click on see more and it'll show all these ads that have started as well and been running. So having said all that, this was a lot of information that I just gave you. I'm going to stop share and I'm going to encourage you to let me know below if you like this style of video. I will include in the description below the actual AI prompt I use so that you could follow along with maybe whatever expertise you have, or maybe you have a friend or someone you know that you would like to joint venture with and leverage their expertise, leverage AI so that you can make a lot of money. All right, Ray Gudelis signing off. See you in episode 2 where we're going to dive deeper in this and actually start creating the plan, because the plan is what's going to help you, my friend, be prepared to then make big cash injections into your business, your life, and also have fun. All right. So see you in episode 2. Cheers.
Inhale intention. Exhale income.